Foxes belong to the canid family, and their total population is divided into about 50 subspecies. The most common is the common fox. She is the largest of all representatives of this species. The fox is considered a natural regulator of the number of insects and rodents. The appearance of the fox is such that it is difficult to confuse it with any other animal. It is a medium-sized wild beast with an elongated muzzle, an elegant flexible body, low but thin paws, as well as a long, voluminous and fluffy tail. Depending on the habitat conditions, the color of this animal can vary widely. In colder regions, the fox is characterized by a larger body size, as well as a lighter color, and in warmer regions, a fox is characterized by a small body and a dull coat color. Regardless of what the main color of the predator is, the main distinguishing features of the red fox are dark ears and the presence of a characteristic white tip on the tail. Despite the fact that foxes look more like cats, they actually belong to the canid family, which means that they are related to dogs, coyotes, and wolves. However, foxes are the only canine species in the world that have retractable claws, just like cats. In addition, they also have long whiskers on their muzzles, as well as on their paws, which help them navigate in the dark. Foxes also have excellent night vision and have vertical pupils. Similar to a cat's, in her eyes there are special cells that reflect light and double the brightness of the image. The fox leaves behind a chain of tracks, which can easily identify the beast, since it moves in a straight line if it is not chasing anyone or running away from someone. The frightened animal runs fast enough, bending its body low and stretching its tail. The speed can reach 60 kilometers per hour. Despite its thin legs, it can chase prey for a long time. Foxes have many odorous glands and sacs all over their bodies, at the base of the tail, in the mouth, and on the skin, that secrete chemicals and a musky smell. Foxes use their scent glands to communicate with each other and mark the places where they have buried their food, their territories, tree branches, rocks, and even their mates. Foxes can get a little possessive, and many seem to feel the need to tag everything so that other foxes know to leave it alone. One of the reasons foxes are such excellent hunters is that they have many amazing senses. Their large ears, like a cat, the fox can move each of its ears independently, helping to direct sound into the ear canal. Foxes can also hear complex low-frequency sounds like animals, like rodents, digging underground. Foxes can hear something as quiet as the ticking of a clock from 40 yards away. After seeing the prey, the fox almost completely adheres to the ground and begins to slowly creep up on it. After waiting for the right moment, she rushes forward with a jerk, pouncing on the target. For maneuvering, the predator uses a long tail that performs the function of a rudder. It allows you to keep your balance and fit into turns if the prey suddenly decides to run to the side. Foxes have well-developed organs of smell and hearing, so they can accurately determine the location of prey even before they see it. This helps to immediately duck down and start shortening the distance. The common or red fox represents a category of typical predators, but at the same time the fox's diet is very diverse. The diet includes up to 400 species of various animals, including several dozen forage objects of plant origin. The largest animals, such as hares, roe deer cubs, birds, and their chicks, make up the smallest part of the diet. Predators living in desert or semi-desert conditions prefer hunting reptiles, and foxes of Canada and northeast Eurasia, living in coastal zones, feed on salmon that died after spawning. With the arrival of summer, the fox expands its diet due to various beetles and insects, as well as their larvae. When there are hungry periods in the life of a predator, a fox can easily feed on carrion. The diet also includes fruits, and berries, and often the green part of plants. Natural enemies depend on the fox's habitat. In fact, the beast may conflict with larger predators living nearby. These include wolves, bears, wolverines, and lynx. Large birds can cause certain troubles. eagles, falcons, and hawks. There have been cases when badgers and ferrets rebuffed the fox, offering serious resistance when caught. As a result, they managed to fend off the predator. Since the Middle Ages, many people have called the fox sly. And this stereotype was fixed for her not by chance. The fact is that she is able to show great ingenuity during hunting. A predator can sit for hours at a hole waiting for prey to emerge from it. He also knows how to sneak up on a target unnoticed, while acting very cunningly, staying in the shadows all the time and hiding behind trees. The beast also shows cunning in times of danger. To confuse hunters, the fox is able to confuse its own tracks by constantly changing direction and moving in circles. The fox uses its tail to cover its tracks. Moving through snowdrifts, she can cover the marks from her paws with snow right on the move. More recently, the fox was exterminated en masse in order to reduce the likelihood of the spread of such a dangerous disease as rabies. After the advent of oral vaccination, the situation changed for the better, since there was no need for mass shooting of a predator. Despite this, the populations of the common fox are subject to significant fluctuations. Even in the conditions of the steppe and forest steppe zone, such fluctuations are quite significant. And yet, the number of this beast remains at such a level that it makes no sense to worry about its disappearance. In this regard, the status of the fox does not provide for environmental protection measures. Therefore, the predator is not listed in the Red Book. I hope you liked the video, like it, write comments and subscribe to the channel. Be always happy, my friend. See you later.